Rioja is a real go-to wine for many red wine lovers. It seems to be that Rioja rarely disappoints. You always get a really good, reliable, enjoyable wine at a modest price, hence its popularity with many people both on restaurant wine lists and as a special, as a nice bottle for drinking at home. My wine of the week this week comes from one of the best companies for the production of Rioja. This wine comes from Cune, and it is the Rioja Reserva 2013 vintage. It comes from Rioja in Spain, of course, and it's for sale currently in Majestic at £10.99 if you're putting together a mixed case of 6 or more wines. Its regular price in Majestic is £12.99, and that's also around the price you will find it in Waitrose and in a number of independent merchants. I'll put a little list at the end of the video. So Rioja, in this case made mostly from Tempranillo with little bits and pieces of other local varieties. It's a Reserva, aged in oak barrels for 1 year, a further year in bottle to give it a couple of years of maturity before it is released. Now, it's a wine that runs a very nice halfway house style between traditional Rioja, aged in American oak barrels, very soft, vanilla rich, and a more modern take on Rioja, aged in French oak barrels with a much more fruit forward and a much more crisp style of wine. This one aged in a combination of French and American oak, walking that middle line and walking it quite brilliantly. On the nose, well, a real depth of blackberry fruit, but it is wreathed in a smokiness, a little bit of graphite and pencil shaving in there, a really classy nose, fruit filled but more complex than simply that. And on the palate, it really is lovely. That sweet ripeness of the black fruit powers through the middle of the wine, but wrapped around it is that little sense of earthiness, that sheen of creaminess of vanilla, a lovely tannin profile, quite silky tannins, but they're there giving a bit of backbone, and a lovely tangy acidity too, to complete a picture of a wine that has savoury quality for sure, but also has a delightfully approachable fruitiness. Great wines these with lamb, certainly, with a steak, but also it has that kind of fruity quality, that agility, that matching it to lighter meats, to maybe to chicken or even game birds, is going to work as well. It's a versatile red wine, but one that delivers, I have to say, at its modest price. My wine of the week is the Cune Rioja Reserva 2013 vintage. It comes from Rioja in the north of Spain, and it's for sale currently in Majestic stores at £10.99 when you buy a mixed 6, £12.99 in Majestic and elsewhere as a rough guide to its retail price. This is my wine of the week.